Well, hello. Well, hello and good morning. Welcome to another live stream here on my YouTube channel as I trek from Land's End to John O'Groats. I don't know what day it is. I know it's Thursday the 16th, but I'm not sure what day and my trip is. It's like day 8 or something like that. So here I am actually in Carter Farm. I think it's called Carter Farm. Anyway, it's in the Bedale Valley. I got here, as you can imagine, yesterday. And let's have a quick look around my campsite. So, stove bag, things to go in there, pile of stuff to go in the handlebar bag, which I'll tell you more about the handlebar bag in a little while. A new gas canister, because the last one ran out yesterday. So, I'll tell you a little bit more about that as well. So it's plenty check when to you. So, yeah, lots to talk about. So, good morning to everybody. Thanks for joining us today. Morning, Jeremy, Rebecca, Ian. Yes, it's a morning vlog. I don't want to be another day out a step because it's been a while. But I've got plenty to talk about. So like I said, I was looking at my Strava profile and I'm thinking to myself, where did I leave you last? And it was Taunton was the last stop. Since then, I've done the Cheddar Gorge stage. So let's start there. It was not sure what the day of the week it was, but I did the Cheddar Gorge. So it's quite a took I bought a foot long. Had half of that. I can't even remember what town it was. Oh, something. I think it was probably in Taunton. If not, it was somewhere further along the route and that. So I had half of it. I stuck the rest on the back of the bag. I was going to have that in the mid-afternoon. Got to Cheddar, past Wells. So before I went to the gorge, I thought, right, I'm going to have some proper pub grub. So I went into a pub there. Oh, what was the name of the pub? Oh, dear. Oh, I can't remember now. Yes, I had some food at Cheddar Gorge. Got the right meal into me, and then started going up the gorge, and it was really, really busy. There's lots of people, as you can imagine. Loads of people there. So yeah, went up there at a leisurely pace, and really enjoyed myself. I think I got my second fastest time. Well, I don't know why I tell you this. I've only been up there twice, but there's only a 2-minute difference considering I had the bike set up. It was quite appealing. I'm just going to walk over this way because I wanted to show you something through the trees. Hopefully, I'll keep getting reception. After that, obviously, that ride ended up in the Cotswolds and a little bit north of Leek, between the Staffordshire border and the Peak District and another county. There's a big range of hills, and I was up at the highest point at Hazelbarrow Farm, and there was no reception at all, so I couldn't really do anything. And I was there for 2 days because I had a day off as well. That was beautiful. That was yesterday, and I set off so I left there yesterday, set off in the pouring rain. It was madness. I was joined by Chris because it's a fair way off, but let's see if you can recognise that. Shrouded in a few clouds this morning. There's plenty of blue as I pan around. So I'm in the Bedale Valley. That, folks, is Pendle Hill, massed in clear cloud. So I got here yesterday, actually, and I was speaking to, whenever you turn up in a small little diddy tent, everybody notices you, especially the camper van people. And some of them put their noses up at you. Some people invite you over, and as you know, got a free banana, some chocolate, cup of coffee. It's telling me what they're doing on holiday, where they're going today. They're going to be trekking up Pendle Hill, so they was hoping to have a nice clearer day. It's probably as clear as it's been, I think, for them. So they're still not going to have much of a view up there, are they? So yeah, I just want to tell you about equipment before I sort of answer any questions and things like that. saddlebag. Another plastic strap broke on it. And I think I told you it was an Apogora bag, but it's not. It's an Altura, is what I meant to say. So what I've done when Chris came along, he brought his Apogora bag, saddlebag, and I'm using his instead. And yeah, it's just have to mess about with zip ties or anything. I'm just stepping through the rather long grass. I've got the whole tent field to myself. There's plenty of camper vans here, but no one's braved the weather, and I guess it's midweek as well, so people are at work. But they could have cut the grass, couldn't they? Could have cut the grass. What I was talking about, so saddlebag, yeah, we use a different saddlebag now, so don't use a zip ties. I'm thinking about getting a different handlebar bag. I've got somebody who's watching the channel, Ian Lyons. He's probably on the way here now. He's probably not watching. He's probably set off already, I'd imagine. We're meeting about 9 o'clock and go for a ride into Settle. I'm gonna have a second breakfast. He knows a bike shop or an outdoor shop, so I'm gonna have a look in there and see if I can find a better handlebar bag. Because I'll tell you the problem. I've not got it set up now, so I can't show you. But basically, so you put it around the handlebar bags, but it always like wobbles a little bit. So I end up taking the ends and wrapping those around the handlebars as well. And the straps always get in the way of my position of my hands on the handlebar. So I'm not liking it at all. So I'm going to try and find a different handle bag, which is perhaps a little bit more, bit tighter and makes better use of that space. Because it's so frustrating. I've not been able to get everything I wanted in there as well. Like my sleeping mat, I ended up putting that on top of the saddlebag instead. It's got its own dry bag, but you do wonder whether it's going to keep dry or not. But it's fine. So, what else do I want to tell you before I answer some questions? My shoes got like cut marks on them. I don't know how I managed to get those, but luckily water's not getting in. Just looking across at this site now, actually. My trusty microcloth getting dry because it was actually drenched. So I arrived here with a really damp cloth, but they had a hand dryer, so this is my disaster of a campsite. So basically what I do is in the morning when I get ready, I turf everything out. When it's a dry day like this, just turf everything out and then start packing it away. So it's the shoes. So there's a number of things which have been testing me. Arrived here yesterday. I've lost my wet lube. I don't know where a wet lube is. I've only got dry lube. So I've got here the last phase handled quite well actually, but the last 5k or so the chain's been all wet and everything. So been drying out rather. So it started to grind a little bit. So I've lubed that up this morning. It's just stand away from the grass a little bit. There's a pub down the road, nearly went to that. Got yapping. So it's kind of quite late meal. It's quite a nice spot actually. So yeah, I've done I don't know, I've done about, what was it, 3 stages of riding? Taunton to Cotswold to, yeah, so 2 days. Yeah, because the 13th I think, or the 11th, I don't know. I'm thinking I missed a stage out. But some really spectacular countryside, and yesterday it was through the urban jungle of the northwest. And because it was chucking down with rain, I did not get my camera out. It was lots of streets and everything like that, and roads around Stockport and Burnley, and yeah, it's quite nice at Burnley actually. There's a big rock on the big statue thing on the hill, and I was like gradually going up, so that was taking my mind off the grinding as I came up here. I thought I was going to be on top of the hill again, but I'm not actually. So anyway, let's have a look at some of the questions that you've been putting in. So good morning everybody. Most important question, how's the